in this derby day, on the opening day. Exactly the start that we wanted here.
Oh, yeah!
Hello and welcome back to another episode as part of the Pacific Pursuit, and welcome back to Ulsan, where in today's episode we get our season underway against none other than the Pohang Steelers. A derby day to start off. We go to the Steelyard Stadium, which is an interesting name. How many seater? 15,000 seater stadium there. 2 times Champions League winners, I believe, or 3 times even. Against, are we 2 times? Yeah, we are 2 times Champions League winners. It's going to be a very, very good game to get our season underway. Now, with it being the new season, there's been some transfers. Transfers are still being made, but with only 37 days left in that transfer window, so quite a lot of time, but we've gone through quite a lot of it. It's time for us to go and look at the transfers that we've made. We've spent a fair bit of money, wage budget has been used up quite a lot on some new players. We'll go and take a look at them now. It's been possibly the most interesting transfer window. There's just been so many weird things that have happened. In terms of the most straightforward things, players who we've brought in a player called Jenny. He comes in, or Kenny, we'll have to figure that out. He is a Mozambican international, 68 caps for his country. He's played at Sporting for a number of years. He played with Maritimo before then. Portuguese based mainly. Is he also Portuguese maybe? Yeah, he is also Portuguese there, as you can see. Looking like quite a good player that we have on the wing. 28 years of age, so you'd argue in the prime of his career. He's been to the AFCON qualifiers there, as you can see, recently, but a good player who we brought in there on the wings. The next player we've brought in, Francisco Barrios. He comes in as a midfielder, Uruguayan international. He's played a number of years with a Uruguayan team there, as you can see. But we picked him up on a very good deal, actually, for just how much was it? It's for free, actually. We picked him up. I thought we paid a fee, but apparently not. Good player we brought in, squad option, might get a few starts as well in there, and it's good to bring in a player like that. And then we've brought in, from none other than Nagoya Grampus, Masato Igarashi. Comes in, Japanese international, 19 years of age. This guy's got potential. He must have been there. He wouldn't have been there when I was there, but he's come through the academy and looks like quite the player in the midfield. Lots of potential, and we're going to hopefully go and develop that. And then finally, the last player who we brought in, Kim Sung-chul. He comes in as a striker, South Korean international, as you can see there, played a number of years with John Nam and has had really two really good seasons in the last. John Nam are like a mid-table team, and he's put up some good numbers. So if we can go and bring in a player like that, then we might as well. Some good abilities overall. He's got his finishing's a bit weak, but he is quite like a tall player, physical player, good heading. And I think he can particularly help potentially in the build-up play. He's playing as a bit of a deeper role. We are going to 2 strikers, but the thing that has changed is that it's not going to be 2 strikers for us. We've actually lost both our strikers. They've left the club. Not lost them. That's a bit of not the term we want to look for, but they have left us. If we go and take a look at release free transfers, will it come up there? Released players. We went and released Kim Min-tae. He went and retired. We didn't release him, as you can see there. Gomez left us, and then Martin Adam. They've all retired and left us. Adam, I think we got as much as we could have out of him. He had a decent season, but I don't know how much more we could have got out of him. He spent quite a while at the club, but I guess it was the end for him. He has left us. And then other players who've left us, you're trying to think who the other striker is. It is Kim Ki-hwan. He's gone on loan to Gimcheon, right? This is possibly the weirdest thing I've ever potentially seen. He's gone to Gimcheon, second division K League team, against I've not agreed to this, but I have to. Gimcheon are the military team, right? So it's mandatory in South Korea, you will have heard about this, that you have to do 18 months of army training. And Kim has been chosen to do his. Look, all the players are on loan. All of them are doing their army training. And it so happens that Kim and another one of our players, one of the youth players, Ryu Kitai, as you can see there, they've both gone out on loan, and we won't have him for another 18 months, which is that's I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if he stays in a camp and then he can only play football with them to keep his ability because they'll want to keep a good national team, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But Kim has left us. It's a shame because he had a 20-goal season, 22 goals. But I guess not. Maybe we're seeing another Kim emerge in this team. Other players who've left us. Ludvigsson has gone over to Hammarby in Sweden. As you can see there, got a few goals for us. Anyone else to note? Park Gwang-Young has left us. The young into South Korean international we had at the back. He left us. We couldn't stop the offer really. Anyone else in particular? Doesn't really look like it. We are getting a lot of interest for, where is he? Lee Han Byom, he wants to leave. He's got quite a problem at the moment, and it's bringing down a lot of the team. A lot of people agree, but there's no interest, so hopefully he stays and then drops the issue. But apart from that, the team is looking quite healthy. A few days ago it wasn't looking this healthy in terms of in-game days, but it looks a lot better. We're sticking with this formation for now, but it can obviously change. Let's get straight into it. Our first game of the season, the year where we go and contest the Champions League, which we obviously won't be going into now. It's only the quarterfinals at the moment of this season's, which also includes Japanese teams. John Buck are in there. As you can see, we've got Al-Hilal Al-Nassr clash there. It's interesting. I think the Melbourne Victory were here as well. Yeah, they lost there to a Japanese team. As you can see, 6-0 on aggregate. Quite brutal in the end. What did they finish last year? Did they win the league? They finished third for the last 3 years, which is respectable. Giancarlo Italiano, he used to be the Wellington Phoenix manager. Do they still do well? They had a big drop off there, 7th place, but 2 league titles since or 1 league title maybe since we left. It might have been both. I don't know. Let's get straight into it against the Pohang Steelers. So the team for this opening day, derby day clash against Pohang. We've also had a few players return from loans. Kim Hun was out with Dejan, and he's turned into a very good player, but won't be here for these opening few games. We had Cho obviously returned at the end of last year. We've got Shin Jae-ki in the middle, who is very quite the good player. He was out on loan with Suwon last year, and then we also have returning Choi Cho-hu, who I'm not sure if he'll stay in this team. We might move him down here, but he is in this the team for now. As it stands, it starts with Yang in goal, backline of Meli, Lee, Zhang and Garcia. We've got Yeni, Igarashi, Shin and Iom in the middle, Kim and Won Sung Yeom up top. Kick-off here in this game against Pohang. It would always be nice to start off with an opening day victory against none other than our rivals. We've had a mixed preseason really. We went to Japan, we played against some teams there, Kashima, we played against the Yokohama Marinos as well, teams like that. It was a bit of a mixed bag for us, but I think we got the sharpness in. That's all preseason is. I don't really take it as too seriously, so I can't really complain with those results. But yeah, we've got some names to get used to here, but one name we're already used to is Won Sung Yeom. He was in behind there, but he was not able to convert. We are trying him in a bit more of an advanced role if it feels forced. I am quite a fan of this 2-striker. I think it worked well, but we typically played Yeom on the wings, like Ji-sung Yeom as well. The 2 Yeoms were playing like that, but if it feels wrong, then we will go and move them. But we'll have to see. Won Sung Yeom, big player for us last year. He got a lot of assists, a lot of goals, so we need something similar here this season. Garcia plays the ball in. Who can get up for it? It'll fall to Kim, our new number 9. Jenny across to Won Sung Yeom, and that's a foul. It's not. It's no penalty apparently. I thought that was got to be a penalty, but I guess not. Yeom Ji-sung. Now the other Yeom is dispossessed. It falls only as far as Jae-ki Shin returning, one of our youngsters. He comes from our academy. It's a ball in the middle. It's cleared only as far as Ji-sung Yeom, who has the shot, and that is 1-0 here in this derby day on the opening day. Exactly the start that we wanted here. 30 minutes gone, 1-0 we lead. It's been an action-packed episode, and it hopefully will only get better from here, as it's 1-0 against the Pohang Steelers in their own stadium. the Steelyard Stadium. And this is exactly the start, you'd argue, that we want going into what will be a big season. I think we can have a very good go at winning this Champions League. There's no guarantee we'll do it first time, but I think we can have a good go just as we did with the victory where we won that first time. But we'll have to see. Here's Igarashi on the ball. He gets it clear only as far as Kim on that far side for Pohang. Gets into another Pohang player. They're advancing with it. What is that? What a boner. But if this player is onside, we will have to see. If so, it will be an equaliser just before half time. Makes the second half very, very interesting. It does count, and that is 1-1 here in this game. It's an incredible assist to pick out a pass like that on the Rabona, but it is a bit frustrating really. We're going off some praise. I don't think we have been bad at all. It's just a good goal. We didn't clear our lines properly. Really should have defended or transitioned out a lot better, but I guess not in the end. And there's another chance here for Pohang. We wouldn't like to concede really. We have brought in the foreigners. I think we have like 5 foreigners now. But you can only play 4 at a time, so we'll have to be considerate of that. We've afforded that player too much space. The player who did the Rabona, he scores here in this game, and we've all of a sudden had the game turned on our heads, which is very, very frustrating, really, considering I think we've played well, but I guess not. We'll have to see what we can do in the remainder of this game. We're going to skip that and advance on, offer some encouragement, maybe make some changes. We do have some players who we're not too familiar with, but also familiar with on the bench who could potentially make an impact. Our 2 centre-backs there. Hopefully that pairing does stay. I don't know if it will. We will have to see. I don't know if Lee will stay or go. I don't know. Wonsung Yom is in behind here. It's a save. I thought that had gone in then, but he saved it, and it's been sent the wrong way. But I don't know what's happened there in the end. On that far side, it's going to be Kenny who takes that corner. He's had a quiet game really. Hopefully he can get involved. He plays the ball into the middle. Jakey Shin is fouled there, and it is going to be a penalty. Now I don't know who is on the penalties. It could be Sung Chul Kim, or I actually don't know who it would be. I'd assume it would be our number 9, unless someone else is prepared to step up and take it. We'll have a look here. The penalty is given. The chance to make it 2-2 is going to be Ji Sung Yom. I mean, it's someone it makes sense to give to a winger. You know, he's a decent player. He's already got a goal in this game. Can he get another one? Lovely penalty. One step and in from Ji Sung Yom on that right side. I didn't even think he's one of those players who, whilst we're still looking for other targets, he's playing in that position as a starter, but sometimes that emerges to create the best players, and maybe that's what's happening here. Maybe we are finding quite a good player. Ji Sung Yom, he played a lot. He had a good last season, but it was not loads of starts, not as many starts as some other people. So I don't know. We will have to see. Maybe he does get a starting role. It's a bit more of a kind of a deeper role. Same with what Kenny's playing. Maybe Kenny's more used to. He is actually a right winger on paper, a bit more of an inverted winger. But we are trying traditional wingers. If we have to switch it, maybe we do, and then just tell them to be a bit more. I mean, it would be like a 4-2-2-2 in the build-up. You know, quite a lot of pressure through the middle and having shots cutting in, whilst also having the support of the fullbacks. Potentially what we have to do, I don't know. We don't see as much influence from. I mean, Melly has got a starting role on this left side, and then Garcia, who's obviously very good last year. We won't see as much influence from them if we are continuing to play this tactic. But I don't know, Garcia, I feel like he was quite good in this system at the end of last year, but we will have to see the ball here, and I don't know what's happened there. Is it a save? It is a save. I think Yang has managed to save it from inside the goal, and it's gone out, but I don't know what's happened there. It's going to be a corner for the Pohang Steelers. The ball in, and Lee gets that clear. Han Byung Lee hopefully stays with us. I would like to, you know, there's been quite a lot of positions we've had to look to. That's annoying. There's been quite a lot of positions we've had to look to, and I would ideally like to make that one that we don't have to look to. But if we have to, we have to. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it does become a problem or not. As it does become 3-2 in this game. Ideally, we don't want an opening day loss. Arguably, we've been the far better team, but I just think we've been a bit sloppy in defence. Maybe it is Lee who's bringing us down. I don't know. Maybe we're not. The shape is not suiting us defensively. I don't know. Here's Lee. You can see how vulnerable we are. Really, there. You know, the wing backs are, the full backs should say, are getting quite high. But we'll have to see. Shin's in behind. Plays a ball in behind. Ji Sung Yom for his hat trick, and that is a hat trick for Yom on this game, the derby day, on the opening day. 3-3. What a performance. He's pulled it back to 3-3 single-handedly from right winger. He's put in a very, very good performance and a very, very good argument as to why he should get that starting role. That's incredible. What a performance. But we wouldn't want to concede here again. The shot goes in. It just feels like every goal's been like that for the Pohang Steelers. At least we get a good opening game. Last year we finished on 88 points. This year I don't know how many it will be. Hopefully we win the league. I think we've got a better squad than last year. Some key players have left us, but we've brought in some good quality. We've spent a lot of money on them, I'll tell you that. The wage budget is struggling a bit, I'll tell you that for free. But I don't know, if we get an opening day loss here I would be frustrated. I think we've played better. Just hope you think that we go into our next games and play much better, and we forget about this and all we find. There's a long ball here. It's Lee with a header. He tries to find Kim, and he's not able to do anything with that. In the end, it's Melly now. Who will he find? He plays in Igarashi. Where will he go? He's trying to advance, but he's not able to do anything with that. He's had a quiet game. He is quite young, Japanese international. Obviously coming from Nagoya, who have a very good youth academy as well. Hopefully he can shine, and hopefully we can do the Nagoya Grampus proud. It's a big move for a player from there. I know if we'd have got an offer from an Ulsan team, we would have considered it quite big. Here's Kim. Sung Cho on the ball. He finds Yon down this right side. Can he make it a fourth? He's advancing. He squares it. One Sung Yon. What a save it is. Was there an offside? There was an offside in there. It might just be an opening day loss, and you feel it is quite harsh. If that is the case, maybe it is just one of those. Maybe not. Maybe it is a sign of things to come. Too early to make a judgment. Can we get a point at least away from home? And what a free kick it is. Igarashi with the shot. He's put it over. He has to put that away. It's crossbar from Garcia. It's one of them ones, really. Too early to judge. The full-time whistle goes, and they take the high ground in the derby on this day. So once again, thank you for watching. If you did enjoy that video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll leave you with this out, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye bye.